What's going on, everybody? Pray hope you guys are doing well on today. This is motivated to the max. Yeah, I had to you know what? I gotta change this. Hold up, y'all. I gotta change that. Y'all give me a moment here, cause it's about to put me out for a second. Y'all give me one sec here. I need to go back to my little music genre thing right here. Let's just pause that, cause it's about to put me to sleep. I can't do that. I like to be kind of hyping stuff in here on today. But I pray and hope you guys are doing well here on today. Hold up, let me fix this right here because I gotta get some of my stuff back on here. Hold up. You can tell it's been a while since your boy has been on here doing the lives, making things on and popping. So you just gotta give me this one quick second here. Where I haven't started all the rest of the stuff yet, so don't worry, y'all getting the right stuff going on right here on the day. You know what? I'm not gonna do that. So I pray and hope you guys are doing well on today. Hold up, what's this? What's this? Hey, what's going on? What's going on? I'm trying to learn this new system here, so I'm trying to stay out of trouble and then like not get in trouble all at the same time. Trust me, like y'all know how I am sometimes. So I'm right here trying to get. It's been a while since been back in the game and everything. So I gotta put y'all back on my regular stuff. Yeah, there you go. Gotta get some of my music back in the game here. If you can, please share, like, comment, like I got people doing right here. Yes, go ahead and tag some people on this afternoon. This the comeback. This is a comeback for you guys on today. This is the comeback of Motivated to the Max. You know, I am your boy, Daryl Tears. As you can see my name right down here at the bottom. y'all know I like to play around and stuff. And so, like, yes. Welcome to Motivated to the Max. Man, for what it says in the thing like that, this is the comeback to here to motivate you guys to the max. So I pray and hope that you guys are doing well. Man, put in the comments, put in the chat, say how you guys are doing. What's going on? I see my lovely sister right there. We call her Neek here at Max Up. That's my lovely sister right there. Love you, sis, love you. And then I also got my lovely wife, Latasha, is on here as well. So thank you for that as well. Y'all put in the comments, say how you guys are doing. I'm seeing them come up here on my side and everything. I'm learning the new system. All right, I'm learning the whole new system thing here. What is going on? What's going on, my bro? Alton, what's going on, bro? Look, I'm trying to tell y'all, he got some great stuff going on for you guys as well. But you know what, y'all? It's about the time we're here to like motivate you guys here to the man. Look, this is something new for me, right? I got my little jam things going. I got my little jam stuff going on right here. Look, I feel you. And look, I had to give me a G fuel to help keep me focused and keep going and everything like that. But you know what? It's been very trying. I could say it to you guys like that. Been very trying for me as well. Um, as I used to I was just telling some guy at the store before even coming here today. I said, "Look, I'm trying to stay out of trouble," and me and the guy was just laughing. He like, "I understand." I'm just trying to stay out of trouble. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get this thing on and start it off right. Welcome to Motivated to the Max. I am your host, Daryl Tisdale. And yes, as it says in the comment, as it say in podcast world and everything like that, welcome to the comeback. This is the comeback. This is the restart of Motivated to the Max. Look, I gotta be honest with you guys. I've been gone for a moment. I've been gone for quite too long. I can look at my watch and I can tell you it's been a minute since I've been gone. But you know what? It was time and time and time. It was trying to come back. I had a whole lot of people who was getting on me, say, "Yo, when is Motivated to the Max coming back? When are you coming back?" I had my one friend Lamaris. He was like, "Yo, when you bring it back, when you bring it back to live, when you gonna bring back Motivated to the Max?" I had my other brother Myron. He was doing like the same thing, like, "Yo, it's like when you coming back? When this thing, like when you gonna bring everything back to us, man? Like, cause." We actually need this, and so I was like, you know what, it's time for me to get it back, time for me to get back up and running and everything. Because I'm gonna tell you, it's been some time here, man, from where and like I said, this is the comeback. Oh, before I even get into all of that, see, look, I told you it's been a while since I've done this. Before we get into anything else, I got to give you guys the house rules of Motivated to the Max. Rule number one, you got to come in here lit, and that is living in thankfulness. Rule number two, man, look, we got to keep it hot, honest, open, and transparent. And then rule number three, be yourself. This is a safe environment where we can sit right here, chill, talk, motivating one another. So, yo, be yourself, but also be respectful. I had to add that in there. Be yourself, but be respectful. Not only to yourself, but be respectful to everybody else. All right. And I know that my lovely wife is missing when I actually do this, and whenever we do the 10-second count off. And from when I do the 10-second count off, this is from where you guys is like, anything that's been trying to hold you back, anything for where you actually been dissing your own self and disrespecting your own self and anything. This is the moment for you to take this time and actually just ball up all that raw, negative, nasty, stuff, and it's time for you just to get ready to throw that thing in the ocean. And after you do that, breathe, and then we gonna keep it moving. All right, here we go. Here go that count out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As I like to look, I like to just throw in there the sin forgetfulness. I don't want it to come back. I hope the shark get the little old negative guppy, and then it don't come back no more. All right. So, like I said, welcome to Motivated to the Max. And like I said, this is the comeback. That's right. This is the comeback show of Motivated to the Max. I actually miss you guys. Miss you guys. Facebook land, YouTube, podcast. I actually miss you guys. I'm not even going front. I miss you guys. I've been busy, I've been busy myself, trying to do a lot of things. Life happens, it always happens. Man, you know what? And see, and look, this is where it's great when you had to come back from, man, when you had the people just come in here and just, they start doing it themselves. My brother Alton just come in here and start saying, look, always speak positive, speak what you want into existence. Don't just talk about what you want to happen. Say it and it will be. You saying what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing right there. When we have like that comeback right there, you know what? And my wife trying to get mushy, just trying to like get me all mushed up and everything. This time like we miss you and everything. I miss y'all too. And like I said, like, look, let me tell you guys, like, life happened. All right, life happened. From where you trying to be a husband, you trying to be a husband, you trying to be a son, you trying to be a business owner, entrepreneur, you name it, it happens. But life came up. Life came up. I had to, from whenever I was saying on a small live I did on Kicking It with Team Tisdale. Like sometimes the motivator had to get motivation to be able to continue to motivate. Right. So when I said in that last live, was like Daryl had to check out Daryl first and make sure Daryl not even like making sure like, oh, I dotted all the I's and crossed the T's and everything. Daryl just had to make sure that, like, look, can Daryl even like stand up to even write Daryl's own name? All right, we'll see you later, bro. See you soon. But like whenever when Daryl was able to, go and just like, look, can I even like even stand back up to even write my own name to be able to say like, okay, this is what Daryl is all about, or motivated to the max. This is what motivated to the max is all about. This is what Daryl is all about to try to push and everything like that. And so like I really had to do as I know I said from me, I really had to do like not just a reality check, but I had to do I had to do a Daryl check. Sometimes we all have to have those moments where that we have to like check ourselves from where it's like, okay, like what was my grind before? What really got me going at the very beginning? What really had me pushing to go into like, you know what? Let me get to this point right here for I can do this right here. And so I really had to have like a moment from whenever I had to like this. This is where there's like rule number 2: we keep it hot, honest, open, and transparent. I had to get to the point where Darren really had to like this to sit right there and to talk to God and be like, God, what am I doing wrong? Can you show me? You know what? Help me, Jesus, God, help me from where I can have like a true of that understanding. I had like breakdown moments as well from where it was like, yo, I wanted to give up. I wanted to quit. I wanted just to be like, man, like this, forget all of this. I don't even want to do this right now. For it, the fact was like, if he like, even for the fact for me, it was like, I'm up. And then, it's like, I'm up. I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna do this live. We're gonna get everything. I'm gonna get everything together. I'm gonna push this. I'm gonna do that, and then now something happened. Now I'm saying like, I just don't want to do it no more. Or like some type of issue or try or situation come up and just be like, man, I just can't do this. I just can't do this. Like not today. But then I had to get to the point. I had to get to the point from where I'm sitting there. I'm sitting there. Like I'm trying to like write some of my stuff down, or I'm trying to like go, or I'm typing on the computer like, well, what this is what I want to do today, or I want to kind of get this thing going and everything like that. But then I really had to get to the point where it was like, you know what, just I had to be like the Nike commercial, just do it, like just do it. And so even from where, God, let me tell you, just me really being honest, from where I gotta take off my watch because I don't even like this thing clip and clan on my arms and stuff like this. But from where it's even at a point in time for where, even for where, if you don't know, like I started up a merch line for, for Motivated to the Max. I didn't even want to push that. I had so much stuff that was hitting me like at one time. And it was just like, and we all get through it. People say, like life happens, this happens, and do you lose like that motivation and everything. But from where it had to be to the point for where I had to be like, okay, it's like I really gotta like push this thing, or I really had to do that. Man, sometimes like I just had to like just get that little push. And so and really like I got this little push like over this past weekend. Some of it I got was doing like I got like some news on like this past Saturday and everything like that. And so like when the person gave me the news, I was like, "What? Are you serious?" You see how I like look away from the camera, like cause this side of the way I'm looking at the person. I'm like, "Huh? You serious? You joking? Quit playing. Don't mess with me like that. I ain't got time for no jokes. Like, are you really?" And so it was really like, okay, it was like, okay, this is that moment. And so then, when I was having that discussion, with the person where we was talking and everything, then my brain started running. It started like moving. It started going like in circles. Like, okay, well, like, we can get this. I can get this done. I gotta try to get this done. I gotta try to do this. Gotta try to do. And I was trying to go all like crazy and everything. And then literally, God really had to be like, "Yo, I just need you like to pause just for a second, just sit there for a minute." And so like I was sitting there for this, for that good minute and everything. And then I said, "Well, and then so God was like, look, I allow you to hear what you hear. I allow that news to come to you like the way it came to you because I'm here to let you know that I still can use you." And so I'm like, "Whoa, pause, huh?" And I mean, this is like my own react. This is my reaction. Some people might be like, fall out and everything like that. Mom was like, whoa, pause, back up. Like, and I was like, and so I talked to the guy, like, can you say that can you say that again and make sure I heard you correctly? On what, make sure I didn't like misheard on what you said to me in that matter and everything like that. And so then like and then I was going on from wherever I had talked to the dudes, and then I was like I went back to doing what I was doing before. And so then like I was having like another moment again, and he was like, I said, I'm allowing this to happen for you to let you know that I can still use you. And then on top of that, from where we was at, from where that I was at church for Maximizing Life Family Worship Center, home of the Mass Life Church, unashamed plug. From where I was actually, from whatever that we had like this great, we had like the service and everything for what was going on in service and everything like that. And so then, like at the end of service and everything, for where everything done happened at the end of service, if you would say at Max, like what happened. I mean, if you wasn't here, I can't, like go check out the past live, and you'll understand for what I'm saying and everything. From where everything from what happened, it solidified from what God was saying, like, yo, I'm letting you know that I still can use you. I still can use you. This thing has not been dropped. You put everything on pause and everything because, man, how the way the guy had to show me, like, look, I allow some things to come to you from whenever that I have you go full blown in this thing, then those things right there will not be a distraction for you anymore. And so, like here today, motivated to the max, back up and running again. Yes, we had, I'm wearing like one of the shirts, from the shirt line, Shout out to my team, help me out with the shirt line, and everything. If you want a shirt, then go to maxtotheappeal.com and it'll take you straight to the link so you can start looking at the merch and everything. And so I was sitting right here, so I'm hit like, and I'm gonna tell you, look, let me tell you, like, when you really have to like deal with self, whenever that you're like, when you really have to like deal with self. At one point at the time, it was like I was almost at the point like I was up, but then I was like, do I really want to get up and try to like make this push again? Do I really want to try to get up and actually like put forth the effort on this thing? That's for the merch line. Thank you. And so from where it was like, do I really want to try to make this push? Do I really want to try to like to actually like, like to get myself together, get up. And I mean, like, I don't got like equipment and everything, I got my, I got my microphone, I got another thing right here from where it's like allowing me to do like for my podcast, for the podcast and everything like that. And then, then trying to bring like everything, like, even though like for starting on the show, like everything wasn't together, but then it's like I have to keep on pushing because like why I keep on pushing, like it's all gonna start. I don't want to say start meshing, like it's gonna start meshing for like the good, but like it's all gonna start connecting the right way for whatever that the right connections will be linked up, and then all of a sudden like it can move a little bit more easier. Well, are you going to still have your bumps and bumps in the road and everything? Absolutely, you're still going to have no bumps on the road and everything like that. But you have to keep on. But you have to keep on driving. You have to keep on pressing. You have to keep on pushing, all in the same matter. And so, so like everything for like from this past weekend, it was hitting, it was pushing, stuff was going on. I was in a meeting and everything like that. And and it was starting like opening up, starting to open up my eyes and my ears. And it was like, yo, like God was still like, yo, I'm showing you that I still can use you. But then I saw also on the same token, like I still can use you, but I need for you to use your resources in the right way. And I was like, use my resources in the right way. Like, what in the Kool-Aid what is you talking about? But then it was also showing me from where it was like, yo, like you had some people who said, oh, like we can help, we can do this, we can do that, we can do this, we can do that, and everything like that. But then like you really have to be careful with some of the resources stuff that you're going to use, because like I don't need nothing to be tainting up your stuff. In my other words, jack it up. And for you to get to And for you to get to that point for where it's gonna be like, dang, I done messed this thing up again. And so like when I was going through like, I was going through my moments and everything like that, and I always talk about, like my homeboy whenever I do, whenever I'm going through some things and I always talk about my boy David, David Small, DJ Justice and everything. I always have a moment like when I had to like call and talk with him from where I was at a point was it was like I was down, broke down, and everything like that. I was like, yo, it was like, and then God put it us was like, yo, I need for you to call, like you need to call your boy. Like you need to call your boy, like your brother. I call him my brother, and you need to call your boy. So then, like I messaged him and everything. Said, hey, like when you get a chance, like, hey, like, can we have a conversation? Can we talk? Because like I really need to talk. I really need to like talk and everything. And so then he got my message that he was calling me while he was on his way. He was on the way back into town. And he was like, hey, I saw your message. I meant to call you last night, but then like I was tired. He said, no, I want to talk to him when I got a fresh mind on my head. Like I'm wide awake. And he said, like, okay, cool. Like, let me call and talk to D right now. Like, yo, D, like, what's going on? What's up? And so I'm telling him everything, like what was going on and everything like that. And I would say, yo, sometime man, I just need to talk to like my real person. I really just talk. I need to talk. Look, this how the way I talk to him. I need to talk to my street dude. I need to talk to my street dude real. Like I need to talk to my street dude. And he was like, absolutely. Whenever I say I need to talk to my street dude, like he already knows. He already know. Like, all right, cool. Like I need to get into him like straight up. That means all bets are off when we're having this conversation. And so then like I was talking with him and everything like that, and then he was being straight up honest with me. He was like, yo, like, okay, you need to look at this. You need to look at that. You need to do this right here. You need to do this right here. And everything like that. And he was like, yo, sometimes like it's great from where he said it's great for he said like, and I think and he actually said like, yo, he was like, I appreciate you actually calling me and everything. He said, cause whenever I call him, and then I said, yo, like I need and I got it, I'm trying to keep it PG. Like I said, I need my street dude. And he was like, bet all bets are off right now. So I'm gonna I'm going to straight give it to you raw. And I was like, yeah, that's why I called you. So, like, that's why I called you. Because some people can handle it, like that street rawness and everything like that. Sometimes you have to be careful how the way like you talk to other people and everything. I don't know why I went that direction, but sometimes you got to be careful how the way you talk to certain people, from where they actually will be able to receive it and actually be able to get like, yo, they're actually trying to help me out. And so like when I was talking with him, he was like, yo, we gotta do this. We got, hey, you gotta do this. You gotta look at this right here. You gotta look at this stuff right here. And we gotta do, we gotta do everything like this. And so like, yo, it's like, and then I always after like when me and him finished talking and everything like that, he said like, yo, like I'm here to help you up with this right here. And like he was just sending, like he sent me some stuff earlier during the week, was like, yo, like try you in this right here. When you actually gonna try to do this right here, then you can start editing some of your stuff and you start doing this right here and everything like that. And so then whenever I got to the point, I said, yo, like I have like no idea what the word I'm trying to do with this thing and everything like that. He said, shoot, I don't either. So guess what? We're going to learn this thing together. He's like, I don't know how to do this either, bro. He's like, but look, somebody told me about it. They helping me. He said they said they're gonna help me on it. And so I just talked to him. He said, yo, you mind if I get this to my bro? He was like, yeah, sure. The more the merrier. So I get you. So I sent it to you. So now since I sent it to you and then I got it, then when I talk to him, I'm gonna try to link you up when me and him was on the phone. And so then boom, we can learn this thing together. And I was like, well, okay, then cool. Like, I appreciate and everything like that. And then like he was saying something so pivotal to me whenever he said, like, look, he said, like, look, he said, like, yeah, he said, yeah, we all gonna bring a street, we all gonna do, we're gonna learn this thing together and everything like that. He said, but it's one thing that we have to realize that everything like that even though I may talk, he said, even though I may talk to you and I said, like, well, you doing it, well, look at this as being wrong or that being wrong and everything like that. I'm not gonna sit right there and tell you that like that, and then I'm not gonna be able to help you with the solution. Either that's just not me. That's just not me. I'm not gonna sit right here and say, well, you're doing this wrong, we got that wrong. But I'm not gonna sit right there and just be like, okay, cool, now you go figure it out. Nah, if I'm sitting right here and pointing this thing out to you, I'm gonna try to help you find a solution to the whole, to the whole problem. If I don't know, guess what? I'm gonna go ask somebody else, or I'm gonna go ask this person over here, or I'm gonna go. So I got some connections over here and over there, over there. I'm gonna go reach out to them. I'm gonna go reach out to the connections and everything like that. He said he said like the most thing that impressed me the most, like when me and you had this conversation and everything like that. And both of us gonna be so prideful in how the way we do it. He's like, yo, we both was in there saying like, yo, I don't know how to do this. I need some freaking help. He said, definitely whenever that you have enough time to like, you gonna pick up this phone, message me or call me or text me or anything like that. That means like to me, I know you're being serious now. I know you're ready to get to work. I know that you're ready to like to get some stuff together on this thing and everything like that. I may not know about like this part of the business assets or what like that, but doggone it, I'm gonna find somebody who knows about it that we have a connection with and everything, and then we're gonna push that connection, and then we're gonna put this thing together. Yeah. What is that person bringing to the table? That's what Natasha just said. And so like from where at this moment right here, I was like, yo, it was like, and even from whatever that you said that, even when you said that, Tosh, I had to ask the question for that myself, like, what am I bringing to the table? Because sometimes we gotta have that self check. Just I had to have a self check on why even do this? Why even start up Max to the appeal? Excuse me, look, I got a lot going on. What am I bringing to this table? And then what make it so funny? Will make us not even so funny. Will make us so interested in everything like that. People could tell me all day that I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. Right? And then sometimes we'll be like, yeah, like, yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. Come on, just like this, hey, this us just keeping it high, but like, yeah, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, like, I guess I can see that and everything like that. But then one thing from where I had to like really ask this hard, tough question, and maybe you guys might have to ask that question for yourself as well. But like, how are you able to move forward and do the purpose of God if you can't even believe on what God had called you to be? Mind you, this is not like a random person or anything. I'm talking about the big G, the big God. And he says, and he speaks to you in your time with him. And this is what he is calling you to be. But then how can you move forward on the purpose of kingdom? And then if we can't believe in what he has done called us to be? How? Y'all let me know, because I had to like learn that stuff. I had to learn that for myself. I had to keep on pressing in for like, oh, like how in the world? Like I really don't see. But then I had to like, I had to pray and ask the Lord. Say, Lord, Lord, can you show me? Give me some examples, please. How you be on the test sometimes. You like, man, how you do? Like, how do I work this problem out? How do I do this right here? And then then you got to ask God, like, look, I need God, can you give me an example? Excuse me, can you give me an example or anything on what you saying here? Because I don't get it. I don't understand. But sometimes we have to be at that point from where it's like, yo, how can you be able, if you don't believe on what God has called you to be, how can you move in kingdom purpose? If you don't even believe what God called you to be. And I know some of it, I can, like I said, I can keep it hot. I know some of it with me is from where, like from where, like for me, it was like, like for whatever, like I didn't have no confidence in me. I didn't have confidence in me, or from whenever that I was always the person before it was like whenever I truly mess up and everything like that, man, I would beat the crap out of myself every time. Like talk bad about myself, call myself stupid, like oh my god, like and like when I talk to me, I really talk to me. Like it wasn't like no, old Father God Jesus. I was like, man, you stupid, blank, blank, blank. And then I mean like this is me just keeping it hot. But then I had to get to the point was like I didn't even get to the point, and even like Latasha can test for it from where I had to get to the point for where I was like, okay, cool, I messed up, I screwed up, and everything. Let me go back from where. Let me go back here from where I messed up at and screwed up at, and let me learn from where I messed up when I messed up at and everything. So I know when I get to that point again, I know not to do it again. And so then, like now, when I get to a certain point, I'm like, wait a minute, hold up, back up, hold up, whoa, we want, I ain't trying to go all like that. It's just like I told certain people like, look, I ain't got time for that type of mess anymore. I ain't trying to mess this thing up. I ain't trying to jack this thing up or anything like that. I'm trying to press forward. Let me do like a reanalyzing on there real quick. Oh, let me make sure I don't go back this way. I got like, oh, back up, back up, back up. Can't do that, can't do that, can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I really had to look at myself like that, and I really had to ask God, so like God, like you got to help me on this thing. Like you really got to help me on this thing. Like you really got to help me on this thing. And it's like one thing I learned too. Like it's okay to ask some questions. Like I laugh sometimes. We look at some of I look at some of the reels on Instagram and and on TikTok and everything like that. And then I don't know, y'all remember like the one like Spoken and Emmanuel Hudson. They're like why they're like asking all them questions and making up excuses and everything like that. But then I look around and be like, well then I need to ask all these questions so then I know not so I need to ask all these questions so then I know on where I don't need to fluff up at. I did it. I said that part. I need to ask all them questions. I said I need to ask these questions. So then I gotta ask all the questions and everything. So I gotta make sure that I won't be making an assumption or assuming. Because sometimes when you don't ask the question, then you really gonna be assuming. You're gonna be like, then all of a sudden you're gonna be at a point where it's like, oh well, that don't like me, and that this and that. And then all of a sudden, because we ain't asked no freaking questions or what like that, now we're right here and assuming, and then I'm thinking that everybody's out to tear us up, jack us up, screw us up, and everything like that. And so now I was like, ugh. So we've been in this headset like, man, shoot, these ninjas don't like me. I'm sorry, I had to be like that. I had to be like that sometimes. Like, oh, these ninjas don't like me. Oh my God. Help, Lord. But like it's okay to ask questions. It's okay to ask the questions because ask your questions. Get you that real street person. And you got that real. And let me say this: my own disclaimer. There's nothing wrong with having you some great Christian friends. There's nothing wrong with that. But then, like I said, this is me. Okay, I can speak for me. I know I have a good Make sure I'm counting them right. I got two, maybe three. I gotta add in my cousin too, Andre. Cause me and him, we'll keep it real too. So I got three, and they will literally be like, I got three, you know, and they my street people, and they will be like, you know what, you know, I got it, I understand, I hear what you're saying, and everything like that. And I even he said I somewhat could be on your side on some of the things of what you talking about. But every time whenever I have that question, that talk with my street people, they always be the one to say, I hear what so and so done did, but what did you do? What was your part in the action in all of this? What you do? How did you how did this even come about? What you do? How you do this? How did you react to this? Because sometimes we can be like, this so and so got me so mad. Da, da, da. Oh, okay, then cool. Why they get you so mad? What did you do in this part? How did you handle that part? And then it made me think. It makes me think like, hey, like what did I do? Or how did I really take this thing? He said sometimes you got, and then that's the point of asking questions. Sometimes, most times, all the time, as we say, you have to ask yourself the hard question. Sometimes it's why. I know some of me and my people, but what was I thinking? Like, why did I do that? Or why did this even come about? Or anything. It's like you have to ask yourself them hard questions. But we gonna be all right. That's the best I can say. It's gonna be all right. But yes, that is gonna be the today's motivated to the max for you guys. I pray and hope that this thing that me coming back it's been helpful for you, because guess what? It's been helpful for me because I had to sit right here and I be analyzing and question myself like almost every time when I do this show. but but then for like what I said, like for the comeback and everything like that, like for the comeback and everything, like with this comeback, we're here. We are like motivated to the max is here for where we can push ourselves to the max. But then I need to change that description. I need to push ourselves to the max, but I actually want to like break the limits and keep on pushing and keep on pressing. So whenever that you think that you done hit your max point and everything like that, now to the max. So guess what? I need like to take the limits off. Got to take the limits off on some things. Well, on a lot of things, really. And there's some things I had to put some limits on and be like, I can't let that go no more. Definitely whenever it's gonna like tear you up and it's just trying to like tear you up or jack you up or anything like that, like nah, you gotta put some limits on some things. Like, you know what, let me go ahead and put this person. You know how we do sometimes like on Facebook and everything, like like we're gonna block some people just because we don't want to deal with them no more and everything like that. I wish they had a phone or something like that where I can do that in like my lifetime right now and be like, you know what, me like having like this hot temper of mine and everything like that. I need to put that on block. Like I don't need it to come back no more. Or me sitting right here talking out the side of my neck to people. This is me talking out the side of my neck to some people and everything like that. You know what? I'm gonna put that on block too and everything like that. Or from where people want to come to me and then I actually take in and taking all the negative thing and then I beat myself up and everything. Like I need to put that on block because I want the block and be deleted. I don't even want that to even come back anymore because you know what, yo, like I mess up. We all mess up. If there was anybody in here that was so daggone perfect and everything, I'd be like, what is your secret? And then the whole jacked up part about it is like it won't even be like it won't even be like a good secret because then and I don't even want to get into that. My bad. But in other words, I love you all. You guys be blessed. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Oh, and also in the comments as well. In the comments as well. How do y'all want motivated to the max? How often do y'all want it? Y'all want like 2 days out the week? Do you want 3 days out the week? Some on weekends. I mean, you guys tell me. You guys tell me how y'all want motivated to the max. Hey, see, look, see, the good ones always come in when I'm about to go. But no, y'all let me know when y'all went motivated to the max. Y'all want to like once a week, every other week. I mean, y'all want to like once or 3 times out the week. Now, my wife should be the one be talking about, look, just do it like every week. I ain't doing it like every day. I'm just gonna let. Oh, it's up to me. Yeah, I know it's up to me. Twice a week. All right, cool. See, I knew my sister was gonna come in on the clutch for me. I love my sister. When she comes, I'm so what? No, it's okay. It is okay. See, y'all in the comments, it's okay. I love it because you're busy. You're doing things. You're working and everything. So I understand. That's why I caught y'all off guard on this live on today. I caught you off guard and everything. I did that on purpose. I really did. I did it on purpose because sometimes like it's a mind. It's like it's a thing. It's a thing for me to actually see as well. But yeah. So I got twice a week. I know my wife, she might say like every day, but then she gonna say it's up to you, babe. Cause I know that's probably what she's thinking, probably about to type in a few minutes. Thank you. See, look, that's what I'm talking about. See, thank you. See, look, this lesson, that's a true person right there. Cause she want me to be lit like every time, and I love to be lit for y'all every time. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Because it's actually bringing me back out. I'm keeping. I know I'm supposed to be going. I'm keeping it real. This podcast is still going to all at the same time, so I can do that. But for me doing this, it's actually bringing me out of that shell. You remember Eni whenever we was talking about like your favorite animal and everything like that, and I said like mine was the turtle. My favorite, like that animal or pet thing. I said mine was the turtle. I said because then like when things get hard and crazy and everything, like I can just like hide in the shell and then like nobody can't bother me because I'm inside my shell and everything like that. Well, for me being able to do this right here is like it's allowing me to come out that shell from where I actually got like two. I got like two of them favorite animals. Right, yeah, you remember, right? So it was like I said my life was like the turtle because like if stuff was to happen, I could be in the shell, and then I can be like slow and take my time, and then really ain't nobody can find me because ain't nobody messing with me while I'm in my shell, right? So by me doing this right here, I have to come out of my shell. So, and then plus I was like, as a kid, I was like, I like Ninja Turtles, so that's why that was two reasons why I like the turtles and everything. But then like my other like favorite animal was a lion. And it wasn't because of the Lion King or anything like that. No, it's not because of Mufasa and Simba and Anna. It wasn't because of that. Like for me, like for the lion, from where like the lion was like very courageous. It was very like whenever the lion came up on the territory and then he does like that mighty roar and everything, they were saying like like the king, the king, the animal king like was the lion and everything like that. When they make like that big roar to make his presence known, like yo, like I'm in the building, so like please don't test me. Definitely, like they was having like a good day or a bad day. Like, look, just don't test me right now because like I will take care of you, I will handle you, and everything like that. That's kind of like how the way like for motivated to the max is like for this right here was like, yo, it's like you can try to test me all day, but I got to have that roar come out because it's like, yo, just to let you know, just to let people know, it's like, yo, you're not by yourself when you're doing this. You're not by yourself. You have like, what's it like? They have like the pride, like the pride, like we have like a whole group of the lions together. It's the pride, your wolves, like you got the wolf pack and everything like that. Like, yo, from when motivated to the masses, like, yo, it's like we're like just like one big old pride for whenever that, like, yo, it's like when this thing roar, like we roar together. Like it's not just for me, just for roaring, just to get my voice out, but it's for like my sister Elder Dominique. It's for like Overseer Jackie. It's like, you know, for my wife Latasha. It's for like for everybody else even join this live and a comment or anything like that. It's for you to be able to get your roar out. And for you won't be alone. I just had to leave that because that's literally how the way I'm seeing motivated to the max now. Right. And you're not by yourself as well, Overseer. You're not by yourself as well. Just like right now, like I'm on here, on Facebook and YouTube and everything, but like, guess what though? This is like I'm running this on the podcast. This is going to be public live after I hit end, and it's going to be on Apple Music. It's going to be on Spotify. It's going to be on every known platform there is that's going to be like better listen to podcasts. It's going to be there. So then guess what? Everybody's not like, we're all not going to be alone. Whenever I hit end, when I hit like end stream and end the live recording and everything like that, like we're not going to be alone. Like I'm stationed. Look, I'm in North Carolina. So whenever I hit end and everything is like fully submitted and everything, we're not going to be alone. Just like in North Carolina, like it's going to be all over the 50 states, all over Europe, all over Asia, all over Africa. It's going to be all over because like, why? Because, you know, that connection, whatever that, you know, look, everybody got like some Apple Music. Everybody listen to Spotify. Everybody be listening to like iHeartRadio and everything like that. So guess what? There's a connection somewhere for everybody from where that you won't be alone. So like you won't be alone. Right. All major platforms. Like, and you know what makes it so funny? Like when that you say that Unique, we call her Unique, but you know, that's my sister. We call her Unique. You know what makes it so interesting about that? Whenever I took like that long sabbatical, like it's been like I mean, I did like a couple of lives on Facebook, but actually like do the whole setup and everything like that. And you know, I was like, man, like I gotta like log into all this stuff and everything like that. You know what the computer stuff was telling me whenever I was like logging in and everything like that? It said, yo, we miss you. There's been an error. We need for you to reconnect this stuff so then we can start back where you left off. So I'm right here. All I had to do was like, I had to like do like 1-2 click, like 2 or 3 clicks on the computer, and all of a sudden say, okay, you have been reconnected with your pages and everything. So now let's get now you can start streaming again. And whenever I saw it like that, and then also from when I'm doing it for the podcast and everything, like, yo, like we just need you like to add it, like, cause they did like a whole update for like the policy and everything, you know. So I had to like I clicked accept and update it and everything like that. So whenever I did the podcast and everything like that, it was like, yo, it's like, okay, like now you can continue doing your podcast. And then it's showing me like all the updates on what they done did, like on the whole software and everything. Cause like when I tell you, like I haven't been on that software for like months, so almost like pretty much like a year. I haven't been on that software like that. Man, they done changed the name on some of the stuff on when I was using. Like, damn, when they changed it to this? When they changed it to this right here? And so like I'm going in like, and you know, like I saw the emails, but I never went into the emails. To like that should like clip, accept, and everything. So like I literally had to like log in into the platforms and everything for me. So before you can start resuming on what you were doing, we need you to accept this right here. Pretty much it was telling, by the way, I looked at it like I'm clicking the acceptance saying that I won't quit. Or now I'm accepting for it to be able to go further out. So yeah. So with that being said, I love you all. And then I'm gonna take it on my sister Enid suggested it's gonna be twice a week. I'm not going to say exactly what days, but it will be twice a week. All right. But I love you all. You all be blessed. And then, go check out the merch line. The link is right here on the page and everything. Click on that. It'll take you straight to the store. You can get your merch. You can get your merch. I got like one of the shirts on right here. Hold on, I gotta take this down right here for a second. So one of the merch shirts was right here. Got motivated right there. I got a whole new great ordeal on merch line and stuff and what's going on. That's right. We will not quit. But I love you all so much. Thank you all for taking out of y'all busy schedule to come listen to me. Podcast. I know how we do this thing. So you guys be blessed. I love you all. Talk to y'all soon. Oh, have us, say something nice to somebody today. Help motivate them. Give them a smile. Buy somebody a coat. Like I literally just gave my wife a couple of dollars and everything. I want her to have like a coconut smile and everything, like do something nice for somebody. Because then by you doing something nice or saying something, taking the time to say something nice to them, you're actually motivating them too as well. Just think about that. All right, I love you all. That's like my third ending like that. My wife's gonna get me because we did this before I even left. All right, I love you all. Talk to you later. Bye bye.